This is the No, I'm kidding. This is a No Name Mancast. It's a mancast. It's a podcast that is for dudes that drink and have video game time and sports time and then time to get on the internet and talk to each other. My name is Mike. I'm joined by Asi.
Hello.
And with Tip.
What's happening?
It's too corny. What's up, guys? What are we doing that?
We just go with the tip.
Yeah, just a tip. Oh, we still can't escape it.
You got it in there.
Got it in there. What part did I? Okay, we gotta move on from this. What's up, guys?
So, we're ready to do this. E3's coming up. It's in a couple of days. Actually, tomorrow is the first press conference, no? The EA one?
Oh, EA is tomorrow, isn't it? Shit.
Yeah.
So,
today, if you're listening of the day we posted.
Which I intend to post this tonight. I don't know if that'll happen, but yeah, it might be tomorrow. So y'all want to take this in order, or we just want to run with it?
Yeah, let's just, let the conversation naturally flow. We're probably going to focus mostly on games this podcast, I imagine, especially with E3 coming up.
Yeah, agree. So thinking about games, right? There's like new games coming out. There's always new games coming out. You know I'm a maniac and I get every game ever. So, every game ever, right? So there's a couple things I put on here, and one thing someone else put on here. I want to see what you guys think. All right, so you can convince me to buy said game or otherwise. First,
I'm going to buy every game regardless, so who cares?
That's a very fair point, by saying. That's a very fair point.
Worst reviews ever. I want to try it for myself. I don't care what 20,000 people say. I want to see one.
All right, fine. Memories from Mars. That's the one I linked to you earlier this week, Ozzy. It has great reviews.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, when I checked and there was only 4 people playing it, it had great reviews.
Yeah, it has mostly negative, or I think it's...
Is it mostly negative now?
No, it's mixed. It's mixed. The reviews are mixed.
All right, so I'm not going to like that one. Screw that. How about Jurassic World looks awesome, coming out next Tuesday?
Yeah, that actually looks sick, which I'm actually extremely excited for.
But did you see the price, though?
Is it a 60?
I think it's a 45.
And it's basically just going to be like a sim builder kind of thing? Right?
Yeah, it's going to be a park builder. So,
right.
oh my god, it's 55.
Wow. So we're not AAA. We're just going to charge $5 less.
But a park builder, that definitely has, I just think 55 is too much for a park. Like a good park builder, you can sink some time into that game. But at this day and age, when's the last time there was a park builder that took off? I'm talking about
Planet Coaster, maybe?
But did you watch that trailer, though?
I agree. It looks fantastic. But day and age of Twitch, where people play the new game for 27 seconds, maybe?
I feel like you're making fun of me right now.
I mean, I think you're talking more into like the game sales or how it's going to perform. But I think that the people that play those games are going to play that game regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
It's not a lot.
True.
I'll tell you that much.
I'll be honest. Of the games on this list, I feel like that's the one I'm most likely going to buy.
Same.
Have you guys looked anything into Realm Royale? I know, kind of like the last minute with no Steam linked.
I saw guys talking about it on a different podcast that sucks way worse than this one because this is the best podcast in the world. Talk to me about Realm Royale, bro.
So my buddy linked it in my chat. He's like, "Oh, this looks amazing." Me being that's what I am, I blew it off immediately because it looked like Fortnite. I'm like, "Bah Hamburg." But then I actually watched a couple of guys I'm subscribed to on Twitch play this game, and it actually looks interesting. And they're doing a lot of things right that will help them succeed in long term. Because what's the BR right now, or the game right now? Fortnite, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's free. This game is free.
Mm-hmm.
Third person, this game is third person. Mm-hmm. Cartoon graphic, this is cartoon graphic.
And it's also free.
And it's also free. But then they add classes. There are different classes in the way that WoW exists. There's a hunter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a warrior. There's a mage. There's an assassin. So you can pick up weapons, but there's also these things called forges where you can make weapons. With in-game money, you can get in-game money by picking up weapons and disenchanting them. Yeah, it's a BR, but there's definitely, and I'm just going to reference WoW because that's the MMO that everybody would think of, because it kind of looks like WoW. It plays with BR, but it's definitely class-based with different things. Yeah. So,
And I'm actually down to try it.
And it's free. I was actually gonna do it before Mike. Literally, like I was gonna get out my Overwatch match and just play it. And then you guys decided to do the podcast earlier than anticipated. I was gonna play it and talk about it after I played it on here. Also, side note, not that we care, but the Cavs just won the NHL championships. I just had that pulled up for some reason.
The Cavs?
Not the Cavs, the Capitals.
I think the Cavs have a better chance of winning the NHL Stanley Cup than winning the fucking NBA Finals at this point. Totally honest. So that statement held true no matter what you said.
Bro, LeBron?
Bro.
Hockey, bro? Oh.
Dude, LeBron in any sport, dude. Look at how that guy's built, bro. And actually, in hockey, he might not be too good. He's too tall, bro.
He still would have been. No, LeBron would have been Hall of Famer in any sport.
Hall of Famer goalkeeper.
You would have been a fucking
He just sits in front of the goal. That's it.
Dude, imagine LeBron playing like goalkeeper for a soccer team. Like, who's gonna kick? Like, the guy could get.
He's not. Why goalkeeper? He'd be. I don't know soccer terms. He'd be the attacker.
No, I say goalkeeper because who can shoot over that guy and what
nothing.
Over nothing, and even side to side, bro. Look how long his wingspan is and how fast he is. Like, he'd be the greatest.
Kevin Durant would have been a better goalkeeper than him. I say.
Kawhi Leonard, bro. Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, that guy's ridiculous. Bro. He can cover the.
He can hold the post left.
I like how we from video games to like Kawhi Leonard beat of soccer player.
In span of first 5 minutes of our podcast where we decided freaking thick, yes. So that's kind of amazing.
3 game, but Kevin Durant as a freaking goalie.
But no, really, it would have been cool.
I'll install Realm Royale and give that a couple of rounds tonight if you guys want to.
Yeah. After this podcast, we could definitely give it a run. But anyway, back to video game.
Listen, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about all these like small developers. I feel like I get more excited about those small indie games than big ass AAA games.
So what game do you have in mind?
Nothing specifically, but like I don't know. Like I just like see all these AAA games. I'm like,
AAA games like The Crew 2.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like Battlefield. I know it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool, but I'm not really excited for it. Like, bro, that's some new crap. I want to try it out. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely feel 100%. I want to try it out with Battlefield. I'm excited.
No, I'm gonna get it.
I'm with Aussie. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna like it. But like, they could say, you know,
number 4. You're gonna play.
Yeah. Those games never really get me pumped like they used to. You know.
Like I feel like indie games are the ones we actually play, and we're like, oh, bro, I want to play this for the next like 5 hours, and we do. Sometimes you might play a new game, and we only play it for one night, but we play it for like hours that one night, and it's just fun as hell.
Yeah, but if it's that good, why don't y'all go back to the game?
We have one night stands with video games regularly.
It's Mike, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
The only game he goes back to is Destiny, but that's a whole other topic.
That is actually the next topic.
Damn,
what are we playing this week?
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay.
So I've been playing
as always.
Rocket League as always.
So Destiny. Come on, Mike. Since you're chief, you're the armchair captain of the Destiny squad. Tell us about the new upcoming. Because I know they released this new one, not the one that just came out, but the one supposed to reveal at E3. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be like the big, almost like 2.5. I heard it's supposed to be really big.
So check this out. This history has a funny way of repeating itself, and I know, history. And I know Aussie played it, but he didn't play it the way I did. I know Tip probably wasn't into it, but Destiny 1 came out.
I played it every... Oh, no, not the first one.
Destiny 1 came out, and it was not a very complete game. And people talked a lot of shit about it. And and then it released an expansion that I played, but I was underwhelmed by it. And they released a second expansion that I was even more underwhelmed by it. And I actually stopped playing Destiny 1 for maybe 8-9 months. I was like, this game's fucking stupid and done. And then the third expansion, they called it their big reveal, their big thing, which was year 2, the beginning of year 2 for Destiny 1, was the Taken King, right? And it was $40. and it promised to change the game. It promised to change the game, and it added all this stuff and all new raid and all this new shit.
Oh, I see what this is going. Because isn't that what they're saying about this one?
So when Taken King came back, I got back into Destiny 1 hard because all the things that people complained about, they fixed, and that game turned into the fucking game we loved, and that's when Destiny 1 really got good. So Destiny 2 launched kind of mediocrely, right? We had some fun, we had our times, but it didn't feel complete.
We played it every night.
Played the shit out of it.
DLC. We played it every night till the first DLC.
And then they released the first DLC, which was super underwhelming, and they released the second DLC, which is better than the second DLC in Part 1. I can tell you that for sure. And they're leading in the right direction. But this Year 2 $40 expansion that they're releasing in September sounds a lot like what Taken King was for Destiny 1, which it sucks that it takes Bungie a fucking year after the games to come out to get them right, because that seems to be the track right now. That being said, if this next expansion, it's called Forsaken, can do for Destiny 2 what Taken King did for Destiny 1, I'm fucking in, bro. Not only that, they said that the new raid is the biggest raid they've ever done, and has the most raid bosses they've ever packed into a raid. And I was like, as a Destiny dude, because as much as I don't want to admit it, I'm a Destiny guy. I keep playing the fucking game. Even when I dislike it, I keep playing it. I'm pumped for that shit. And they got, I'm down. I'm in.
You know what I understand?
What's up?
What I don't understand about that whole statement is that, bro, they made a game already. They made Destiny 1. And they figured out what they did wrong. I guess they didn't actually, and they did the same thing again. Like
no, but see, they made different mistakes with Destiny 1 and 2. It seems similar. They made major mistakes, but they're different major mistakes. In Destiny 1, the mistake was they didn't have the shit figured out, the loop figured out on what people were supposed to do. They didn't have that figured out until way later. In Destiny 2, the problem was they wanted to make it more mainstream, so they simplified things. And they simplified it. They simplified it too much to the point where they took a lot of the grinding out of the game. Which I don't like grinding, but it turns out MMO players really like fucking grinding. And Destiny 1 had god rolls on purples, right? Where me and you could have the same named sniper rifle, but mine has this perk and this perk, which makes it fucking amazing, and yours has this perk and this perk, which that's a shitty roll of that gun. So you had people grinding like the same weapon, looking for the god version of that gun, the best perks for that could roll on that gun, and it was a thing people used to try to achieve. Oh, I have X, Y, and Z with this and with this. Oh my god, that's a great roll on that fucking shotgun. That's amazing. Or I'm looking for the PvP version of that fucking shotgun. Blah blah blah. I'm looking for one with this, this, and this. And you had people grinding strikes just to get a gun. It was a thing that when that game is your hobby, people would do it, and they loved it. They took that out of Destiny.
That's my beef with Destiny. They give you no incentive to come back. Your shit refreshes. You go get your strikes, your PvP, everything out the way. That's it. If you knock it out on 1 or 2 nights, you have no reason to play till next Tuesday.
But that's what I'm saying. That's your beef with Destiny 2. It wasn't that way in Destiny 1. But now with Forsaken, they're rolling it back. They're turning PvP back to 6v6, which I don't give a fuck about, but a lot of people do. They're bringing back.
It's much better 6v6.
They're bringing back. I do think 6v6 is more fun. They're bringing back RNG for purples, so people will be able to get different rolls on weapons and random rolls on weapons, which is a Crucible nightmare, I'm sure, because trying to balance a game where there's technically thousands and thousands of versions of everything, right? And they're bringing back a lot of cool things that made Destiny 1 really grindy and really for the Destiny person and not for everybody. Which I think is good, because ultimately in this day and age, people play games for a month or two and then move on to the next game. And if you cater to those people for the month or two, what about the people that love your fucking game? Yeah. So, the Destiny man has spoken.
I believe it'll be good. But after buying the $100 DLC pack, and that's on me, after everything I read, that's on me for buying into the hype after several, a lot of people told me not to. Right. I bought into the hype. We played every goddamn night.
Listen, the first DLC. I'm guilty. I was the guy hyping you up, bro. Listen.
Then the DLC came out, and the DLC was basically a 4v4 PvP map. That was the DLC.
Yeah. That. So listen, I'm not a Bungie apologist. That Osiris DLC was fucking awful. It was stupid.
So,
the levels in there were stupid. The story in there was stupid. Everything. That might be the dumbest shit they've ever put out and made people pay for.
And here's my problem, because I already dished out $100 for the game, and by no means I'm a cheaper. Like, if I don't mind throwing money at a company, at a game, whatever, if I think they deserve it or it has potential. But my problem here, I spent $100. I didn't play the Suedes DLC out of principle, and from what you tell me, it is better than the Osiris one.
You can still do it, bro.
But here's my point: even if I play it and I like it, there is no way I'm paying another $40 or whatever dollars it is
Wait,
for the
that was
DLC on a principle.
The pass?
No, the only first year.
No, that was the pass that we bought when we bought the Destiny 2 was for the year one DLC, which that's over now.
Yeah, so even if I play this new DLC and I'm gonna catch up with y'all, there's no way that after the shit show that the first DLC and a half were. Because, I mean, you say it's okay, but on the subreddit, people are still shitting on the game up and down.
I mean, it's still got the same problems Destiny 2 had. Like the one they released is better. It has a whole new area, and there's a lot of cool things to do, like exotic quests and shit like that. And they give you more things to come back to. You know what I mean? But it's still not where it needs to be. This isn't this.
I feel like coming back to is a little stretch.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, I've been
it's
playing.
Still ultimately not a every night game.
Yeah,
right?
like I'm
ultimately not a daily game.
Gun, like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't want to grind for the exotic guns, so but I have been, is what I'm saying, and that they didn't even have that for regular Destiny 2. So I've been going, like, I have a quest that I'm going to play a little bit of it tonight to try and finish up the piece of the quest that I need to do. I don't even know what is at the end of the chain. I just know I have a quest. I don't know what happens at the end of it. I don't know what gun it is, but they at least gave something for people to do outside of, just do your stupid, what's this shit called? Your milestones, and then call it a week.
And that's it. Yeah.
And milestones are new with Destiny 2. Destiny 1 didn't have milestones. They didn't categorize it like that. I mean, they were there like, hey, there's these things you want to do every week to make your guy better, but they didn't make a checklist for you. That's shit they made for the everyman, so that normal man could go in and play and know what he has to do.
Right, but if you get a person like me or you or Odyssey who, like, we all hop on a ride, we hop on tonight, we do our crucibles and we do our strikes, and then later, in a week we run through our raid when other people hop on, then what? What are we doing in that game? What are we playing for? Because they would cut back your XP, and that was a big deal because they cut back the XP, didn't tell anybody. Mm-hmm. So people would play 18, 20 hours after completing everything and level up like once. They didn't tell anybody. To me, I hope it's good. I hope they prosper, and I hope, they'll make Destiny 3. It's going to be good. But at this point, they hurt me too many times that for them to give me some flowers, apologize, some chocolates, and come back, baby. I watch you play.
I agree.
It's be a good game, but
I agree
to me,
with you that they burn their bridges. They burn their bridges. Listen, I am not a Bungie apologist. They fucked this thing up. Bad.
Which is, they have no competition in that field. That's another thing, because they're the only ones in this MMO. Like, they could have done anything, and the market is theirs. And last time I checked, they're like 7,000 multiplayer people online. Like, what? How?
Well. So
before the DLC,
this DLC, but that's not what I'm going with. I'm saying, like, that changes real soon, because if this is Forsaken, this new one in September, isn't all the shit that they're selling it to be, then they got a problem, because next year you got Division 2. Assuming next year, it might even be this year. I don't know. It depends. We'll find out in E3, I guess.
I think it's this year.
You got Division 2, right? Because that seems like they're putting money in that thing, right? And they know where they fucked up in Division 1, and they know where Destiny's holes are.
That's what we said about Destiny, though.
That's
what everybody said about this.
Right, different company, though. So Ubisoft, I don't know if they learned their lesson or if they know where to fix things. And then also, BioWare is making this Anthem game. Now, I know Mass Effect Andromeda was a pile of shit. I have to assume that whatever they're doing with Anthem is their thing to bounce back from that, and that is supposed to be a looter game.
I want to be excited about Anthem, but there's a big ass glowing EA sign over it that makes me be very, very, very pessimistic about it.
Yo, bro, I have an answer for that. That I actually have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, but they've been EA. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's EA too, bro. They're gonna EA is EA. Like, you know, Battlefield's an EA game. So if they're, you know, if EA is gonna fuck shit up, then Battlefield's gonna be fucked too. Like, you know, it is what it is.
Well, I'm not writing off. I forgot the name of the game, Anthem. I'm not writing Anthem off, but I'm definitely not gonna go, you know, off E3 because we're gonna watch. You know, we're talking about all this shit.
Right.
We're gonna watch 30-second clip during E3, and we're all gonna lose our minds. We're like, oh my god, we're gonna play this, right?
30-second.
But
a pre-render video.
yeah, exactly. Like they did with Battlefield and stuck a UI on it. People are like, oh my god, this is amazing. But
it's like a movie.
I have more hope for the New York game. I'm terrible with names. What is it called?
The Division.
The Division. Yes, the Division 2.
I think Division 2 is
do
gonna be
that
sick.
right.
I think that game's gonna be sick.
My issue is it's goddamn third person, man.
I think it's gonna still be third person.
I feel the same way.
I think it's still gonna be third person, but I think they know their mistakes. The mistakes Division made was all the areas looked the same, right? And there wasn't a whole lot of uniqueness with like the bosses and shit. And I think Division 2, you know, that game already might be a better looter than Destiny is but the gear is also very bland. So I think if they do Division 2 right,
like significant to like the gears. Like,
right. Oh, I got an M4. Oh, I got an M4. But they had different rolls on it, which people love God rolls. People love RNG in their weapons, so it had that. Because
and that's what brings people back to grind weapons.
Right. No, I'm agreeing with you.
I'm the grinder.
I'm agreeing with you. Destiny 1.
I will kill the same mob 20 times. I spend all day killing the same boss for a 10% increase in damage. If I think it makes me better, I know I'm not the majority of players. Most people won't do that, but that's what we'll look in a game. That's what Destiny 2. Not to harp on it again. Offered nothing for it.
You would have loved Destiny 1.
Well, that doesn't help us in the current situation, Mike.
I wanted Destiny 1 to come out on PC so bad because after Taken King, I legit love Destiny 1. One of my favorite games ever. Destiny 1's an amazing game.
My girl has it on PS4. I'll fire it up. You can.
Yo, bro, that shit's installed. That shit's still installed on my computer, bro. On my PS4. You ain't said shit. We could raid this weekend, bro. Like, I have a crew that's ready to run D1 raids. Last time, this guy, you guys know Brandon. We played with him a couple times. He wanted to do Taken King raid, and his character was kind of low, and I was like, bro, don't worry about shit. And me and Walt and that crew, we all got together and we raided D1 raid. It's amazing because D1 raids are fucking amazing.
That's awesome.
Fucking
callous. So to sum up Destiny.
Oh yeah, so sum up Destiny. Yeah, I think it'll. Obviously I'm gonna get the DLC and I'll play it. I don't know. I hope it does for Destiny 2 what Taken King did for Destiny 1. But we can move on now.
How many DLCs were there after Taken King?
1.
So it will probably follow a similar pattern. One big rehaul DLC, then just one more to close the year.
It was one big rehaul DLC, and then one more pretty big one. Not quite Taken King big, but it had its own raid and it had its own new area and all this stuff. So Taken King was what fixed that game, and then the other one kind of made it better. I'm hoping Forsaken fixes that game. So, because by the time the second DLC came, people were already talking about Destiny 2, and people already knew it was coming. I mean, if y'all really want to find out, like y'all really want to talk about what the real loot game is, can we talk about Diablo 4?
We don't even know that though.
Yeah,
it could be a DLC or a Diablo, VR or.
Oh my god! If they do Diablo VR, I'll be so fucking mad.
There's no way, dude.
No, I was kidding. Because VR isn't not VR. Battle Royale.
Oh, BR. Jeez, that's even worse.
VR.
I thought he said VR.
Here's the thing, though. All we have is a jobless thing by Blizzard, right? That's all we got.
Hey, bro. Listen, this is happening.
I think it's happening.
It could be a DLC as far as we're concerned.
Because
the game came out in 2012, a DLC in 2014. And it's radio silence for 6 years now.
Bro, I think Diablo is in time.
I think so. So did we talk about the rumors of Diablo? Because I listen to a lot of video game podcasts. Journalists talk about this dumb shit, and there's some rumors out there floating around about how Diablo 4, it's going to be more MMO-y. Still going to be looty, but it's going to be more MMO-y. Like, almost like Destiny, where there's going to be common towns where people can all meet up and group up and do stupid shit and vendors and rap and all kinds of crap. And I think I like that idea a lot. I think that sounds.
I love that idea.
That sounds like a thing that I would fucking. That sounds like a thing I would fuck around with a lot.
I love Diablo. I'll definitely do that. But because if they're posting jobs, this is Blizzard. They're several years away.
No, but yeah. So these rumors have been out for a long time. This job posting just kind of summed it up. Like, all right, we were right almost. I've been playing this game called Warhammer Inquisition.
Let's not even talk about Blizzard posting job posts. Goddamn classic servers take 9 years.
I told you, man. I told you when it happened. Oh, they're gonna have this shit next year, bro.
No, it has to come out this year, bro. I swear to God.
Did it have a date on it?
Like a month.
Do they have a date on it?
No, they announced that at BlizzCon November, right?
Oof.
Like this past November or 2 years ago?
It was no.
16 or 17?
No,
yeah, it's not coming out this year, bro.
Bro,
it's
they
not
said
coming out this
exactly
year.
what they need to do. I think it's going to come out a couple months after Azeroth, after the new expansion, after like the whole like million people stop playing after the first couple months. You know, everyone starts playing it. You know, and then more people stop playing it. I think that's when they're going to release it to get more accounts or more money back, basically.
I don't.
Bro,
the way from what I've read for it is that they're rebuilding the game from ground up. They're not just kind of. No, what I've read,
No, I think they're just rebuilding it with the new graphics engine.
With the new infrastructure. No, the graphics are the same. So they're trying to make the game run on the new servers. That's it. That's why it can't take that long, bro.
Like, are they trying to add LFG to it and shit?
No.
Or LFR?
No, it's going to be completely original.
Exactly how it was, bro. Which I'm excited, but I'm also scared because it's going to be a lot of hours.
It's not coming out this year. That's the only thing I'm willing to bet on. We'll see. Time will tell. But, I mean, it would make sense to release after Battle for Azeroth.
So initially I was like, man, maybe they release it, before. I'm like, okay, that's kind of stupid. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't try to. They wouldn't take players from the main game to side thing kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's going to be a whole different account though. Like if you pay for a WoW subscription, you have to pay to play.
No way.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee you that.
You think they're gonna charge for a second subscription?
I'm with Tip. I think
why would they invest all this money into?
I think I'm with Tip. I think it's gonna be a separate. It might be just like +5 or +10 to your regular subscription, but I think it's gonna be extra. Or a different subscription. Maybe not extra, but a different one. So you could subscribe to old.
You know how many players you're going to get back on that thing? It's going to be a couple million. For the first couple months, it's going to be a few million. Not a few, maybe a couple million. And then after, I would say, running.
That's exactly why you charge for it, because they know you motherfuckers will pay for it.
No matter what.
I don't know, man.
I am willing to bet my left nut they're going to charge for it.
I'm with Tip that I think they're going to charge something for it.
It would not make sense for them to invest all these millions of dollars rebuilding this shit.
Just to hey guys, fucking show of faith. Here's this free thing. Nah, that's not the way. That's not the way Activision works, bro.
I'm hoping for the best. All right.
I mean, yeah, I'm hoping for it too.
I'm with you. I hope so, but
Destiny.
Huh?
It's like you and Destiny. You hope for the best.
I do hope for the best.
Bro, this was the game that made me a gamer, bro.
I understand, bro, but I'm telling you that Blizzard is attached to this company called Activision, and Activision don't play that free shit.
Yeah, I mean it's not free. I mean, I currently don't pay a subscription, and then when they release that, I'm gonna try Battle of Azeroth, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna try Battle of Azeroth because I play every expansion for at least a month.
I'll probably come back a month before, do all the tail end shit there is to do, and then deal with that. Cause they have a date for it now, right? It's like September or August?
No.
I'm in the beta. It's August, I think.
I have the beta too, but I haven't even installed it. I don't care.
I installed it tonight because I want to see.
I was telling Mike in the Google. I don't like WoW betas because I feel like WoW I want to get kind of surprised. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, this is coming out or whatever. And then the whole beta removes from the whole surprise, what happens here, whatever, the new areas or whatever, you know what I mean? So I kind of just like to get surprised.
August 14th. Damn, that's actually that's soon.
Mid-August. That's real soon.
I'll probably renew my subscription in July and just go fuck around.
But there's really nothing to like get ready for.
No,
I mean, he means finish last season stuff and like level up and make sure that he could jump right in as soon as the new thing comes out.
Because I mean, like I know the new races and stuff like that. You need to have max rep.
Your rep, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't have it, you're gonna spend the whole. I mean, I'm sure they'll make it easier, but you're still gonna spend time grinding it.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll let you throw $10 at them.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I am sure
Blizzard, bro. Well. Speaking of Blizzard, you still playing Overwatch every night, bro?
Yeah, mostly because they still got it. Actually ends this week, or I guess next week on Monday.
Okay.
They have the anniversary event where the loot boxes you can get. Because skins, every event is locked to that time period. Okay. So let's say it's, you're playing in June, there's no event going on, so loot boxes you can get just has basic stuff. So you cannot get winter skins or Halloween skins or Chinese New Year skins because they have a bunch of events throughout the year. The anniversary event, which is anniversary of the game coming out, is the only event where the loot boxes contain all the skins, all the emotes, everything from any season. So like I open a skin with like I don't know, Santa Claus Torbjorn skin, which is only a winter event. You can only get it then. You can also, if you have gold, you can buy those skins. While during the off season, you cannot unless it's that. So right now, I try to grind at least one loot box a day just to get skin I wouldn't normally be able to. Once that ends, I don't really care because my goal was to get plat. Last competitive season, I did that. I got plat and free for all, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm done.
I wish I cared for skins in almost any game. Like, I don't really give a dick how my character looks or how anything looks. As long as it performs well, you know what I mean? Overwatch is not really the game that you can better performance in regards to stats or whatever, but
I like cosmetic shit, but I don't like the way Overwatch does it. Like, I don't want to pick a skin that controls the whole way my guy looks. I want to change different arms and different legs and a different helmet and then change the colors. Because if Overwatch like broke the layers down a little bit, if I could take my stupid Reinhardt and use the other helmet with this shoulders and this legs and then make them all white, that I'm into. But with Overwatch, it's just like, hey, you got this whole skin or you got this whole skin, which I like Overwatch skins. I think they're very creative and I think they all look good. I'm less interested in that than
Except Junkrat.
I understand.
Fuck Junkrat.
Man, Junkrat, I love Junkrat. He's my second favorite, and they just do not give him.
Nah, they hate that guy. They really hate that guy.
This last one they released, I got it, and it's okay.
It's not even best one. It's not the same one.
They suck.
It's not even that great.
All of his suck. Yeah. It's like his best one is like most characters' like average one.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do enjoy their. They had WoW skins, and those are pretty cool because they had, or not WoW, just Blizzard game skins.
Yeah.
They had Zarya as the barbarian from Diablo. They had.
What's her name? What's her face as a Protoss? Yeah. See that's cool. I love crossover in games a lot, but I wish they would. I wish
people do that.
I wish they. So 2 things I would like from Overwatch. That thing I just said, more customizable stuff, but bigger. A more PvE oriented scene would.
But right now, during these events, Mike, all those locked PvE events, they rotate through arcade. So like, I've played a bunch of stuff I've never played before because they're locked to that season. They have a PvE event.
But you're just in like an arcade queue though, right? So you can get that or get something else.
No. Like there's certain events you can queue up for that specific. It changes daily right now.
Right. Okay.
So
I guess I gotta check daily.
Events. Yeah. Like, I play a bunch of events because I play Overwatch. Like, I don't touch Overwatch for months, and then I come back and play one thing.
Yeah, but I think Overwatch comes back to the same thing. It's just not a PvE game. Because, you play PvE just for fun, but there's no incentive of actually playing for it. Like, it's just playing it literally for fun.
Yeah.
Knowing that you did it in the hardest mode, like, I mean, if you enjoy challenges.
Yeah, and they did have like some cosmetic shit for that. Right. Yeah. I guess I wish whatever MMO, what was it called, Titan, that Overwatch was gonna be originally. I wish we had that game.
Damn, later Overwatch.
No, I like Overwatch. Fine.
Yeah, but we don't.
Remember, Overwatch was the culmination of leftover assets from a canceled MMO.
Right, but we don't know what it was about.
Right, we don't. We don't know anything about it. We knew it was an FPS MMO, and we knew that it had all these unique characters. And then when they decided this wasn't working, they turned into Overwatch. I fucking wish that whoever made that call, would have given them another 5 years to figure it out and make that good. Because I think an Overwatch MMO with those characters and that story and all the worlds that they made would be fucking amazing. Just my thoughts.
Down. But I would prefer a Diablo MMO.
No, that Diablo MMO, bro. If that's what Diablo's turning into, bro, take my money and tell my wife I'll see you next year. Fuck it.
Yeah, but what else? What else you guys excited? What do you guys want to see at E3? Any games? I know you guys said you don't care for AAA titles. But the game I've been waiting for. I know I asked y'all, but it's a hypothetical question. I'm gonna answer it first. Sorry, Asi.
No, go.
I'm gonna just say Cyberpunk. I've been excited about that game because I love Witcher. Witcher to me is arguably the greatest game of all time.
I'm with
not
you.
Like not in the sense like to me personally, but just one of the best games I've ever played. Just because of how well it was done, the story mode, the character, the world you're in, everything about I had nothing to complain about that game. I'm sure if you want to, you can, but overall it blew my mind how good the game was, how good the DLCs were. Everything about that game was amazing. So them doing Cyberpunk, on which they've been working, I think at least 2012, they've said it's taken so long because they've literally had to create technology that they want to put into their game. So they had to come up with shit that literally doesn't exist in any other game to put in their game. So, and there's word on the street that they're going to be showing something at E3, and I'm so freaking excited.
I really want to see Cyberpunk. I want to see a game. Right, because what I hate is these teasers that everybody thinks is so cute now. Let me just show a sound and then a logo, and then the crowd goes fucking crazy, like Death Stranding and this stupid shit. I want to see Cyberpunk in motion. If they don't show it in motion, I hope they don't show anything.
All I'm saying is that Farming Simulator 19, baby.
Nah, fuck that. Farm Simulator add-on, Battle Royale add-on.
Yes. Everyone gets a trailer. Just go back. Go.
Red Dead 2. Obviously, Cyberpunk, Red Dead 2.
I feel like because Rockstar has made so much money in GTA Online, I'm sure millions of people are going to play it. It's going to be good, but I'm not going to touch it. Just because it's going to be all online. I really don't think there's going to be much story. Just like 5.
No,
5 has been out.
You're crazy.
How long has 5 been out? 6 years? 7?
Uh-huh.
And outside of the main story, what have they done to story mode?
Oh, they didn't need to do anything in story mode. That game was awesome. That game was awesome. You single player I like the story of that game, and I like playing through that game. I think GTA 5 is amazing.
No, yes, initially, but then they did nothing. They focused on online and shark cards.
But that's what you do. You make a game, and but that's every game, though. You put a story mode that you play through, and then they play online if they want to.
Yeah, but up until 5, GTA was a single player game, not a.
But it's not like. But you're making it sound like they skimped out on the single player part. That game was fucking sick.
When the game's alive for 6 years and you don't release a single damn thing, I feel like I kind of got skimped out.
Oh come on, bro! They never. I mean, they never released DLC for anything. Battle of Gay Tony, but that was okay. The motorcycle one was a little worse. Like those weren't like Witcher DLC.
But I mean, comparing apples to steaks.
It's a different kind of game.
I would buy some GTA 5 DLC, but I think I'm happy with. I bought GTA 5 on 4 different systems now, and I'm happy with all of them.
God damn.
Because I bought it for a 360 when it first came out. Then I had friends playing it on PS3 online, so I bought it there. And then it came out on the new console, so I got it on PS4. And then it came out on PC, so I got it on PC.
That's wild, bro. I enjoyed it, but again, to me, I think because of how online has taken over, and I'm talking on the show, probably everybody's gonna be playing it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it. But I just hate the fact that, but this is not against really Rockstar, it's just the state of gaming we're in, because it's not, here's a game, you paid $60 for it, you have the game.
Right.
No, that's no longer the case. You pay for the base, and then you pay for everything else, and that's just anybody.
I mean, I think you're right. That is how games work these days. But with GTA specifically, they didn't charge for any of the online shit ever. They haven't charged a single thing. They add a lot of shit to that GTA Online regularly.
But what's the catch there? The shark cards, because that's where, and I'm not mad at them for that. Again, I'm not mad at them.
But like, we never bought those shark cards, and we never spent any money, and we could do everything.
Oh no, I have millions of dollars because a hacker gave it to me.
That's what happened to Aussie.
but I guess I wish they would focus more on content than making money, which not realistic because it's the real world and companies have overhead and they can do this kind of stuff and get away with it, and they will. I just wish, because as good as multiplayer and single player was, we would have gotten a little bit more single player story, because it was that good. That's all I'm trying to say.
I think Red Dead 2, I don't think they skimp out on those stories. I don't think they skimp out on their stories. I think Red Dead 2 is going to be sick, and I can't fucking wait for that game.
Actually, I read something. Someone posted something on Instagram where they said that's not coming out for PC.
That's not official. That's not. But yeah, Rockstar's good for doing consoles, getting those sales, and then making motherfuckers like me rebuy it on PC.
Yes. So you think they're gonna release like 3 months after?
They usually do 3 to 6 months. Yeah, depends. It really depends. It depends.
GTA 5 was almost like 2 years, I want to say.
No, GTA 5 was multiple years because they rolled out PC with the PS4 and Xbox One versions.
Right.
And
so
then
they had to.
And then the console ones came out first before, several months before the PC one. So they took their sweet ass time, and they're smart because they know I'm going to buy it on launch, and they know I'm going to buy it again on PC.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here telling you it's a dumb fucking thing. I'm still going to do it. I hate myself.
If it comes out on PC, I'll get it eventually, but I'm definitely not gonna get it on consoles.
You know what I'm actually mad at, which probably is only going to tempt me? Bro, the new Pokemon game they announced, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu / Eve. What the dick, man?
No, but that's not that's a mobile game. That's not the real Pokemon game. The real Pokemon.
No. You're talking about the new one they released. No, there's one coming out or like later this year. They announced.
Oh, the real one.
Let's Go. Yeah, Pikachu, and it's like Pikachu Eve. Like, I guess it's like an RPG towards Pikachu and Eve. Like, come on, man.
I don't know. Is it not a real Pokemon game?
I want a classic ass RPG where I just go get my gym badges and stuff.
Didn't they announce a Pokemon MMO though as well? That's coming out, like a straight up.
Isn't that called Pokemon Go, and it takes place in the real world?
No. There's like a straight up MMO that's coming out, I think.
I don't have a love for Pokemon the way everybody else does, so I don't know.
You're old as fuck, Mike.
That's true.
What the hell's wrong with you, Mike?
It's true.
Destiny playing.
No, but I mean, I'm also, in a sense, I've never played a Pokemon game that had more than 150 characters.
I
have never played a Pokemon game that had more than the 150 characters.
Yeah.
Like, I only played the Reds and the remake of Red, whatever that is. Because I'm like, I don't know, too many. I don't know what they are. I don't know which ones are good, which ones are not good.
Bro, let's be honest. All the Pokemon games are almost identical.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Now, actually, the new ones, the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon thing, they're actually a lot different. Like, you don't get the badges anymore. They're like, they work in a different way and stuff. But what always throws me off is the new Pokemons they add. I'm like, they add them, and it's like, you can't, because normally back in the days, you can tell, once you capture a Pokemon, if it's fire, if it's water, if it's plant. Like, these new Pokemons, they just look like a person. Like, I don't know are you a fighting Pokemon? Are you a ground Pokemon? Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that's the reason I never played any of them, because I'm like, not only, like, I just didn't know if you were good. I'm like, I don't want to spend the time getting these new Pokemon.
It's okay.
It's a piece of shit.
It's good. If you like the Pokemon, it's good. The RPG element's still there, but the whole, that whole original Pokemons are definitely gone. And there's still some original. There's still all the original Pokemons in there, but and then they make them kind of rare, which I like, but still, I would like to see a little more. But that's just my.
So when's the Pikachu Eve game coming out?
I don't know. I think they're gonna officially announce it on E3. But
is that the game everybody complaining about that you apparently cannot evolve Eve? Like, is that because I know there's a Pokemon game and everybody's bitching that they cannot evolve Eve, which is dumb because she's the one that you can evolve into.
Yeah,
like
just
different types.
The 3 different. Yeah. Probably the one. Yeah.
That reminds me. Speaking about Switch games, you guys saw that it leaked that Fortnite's coming to Switch.
Yeah, I think that's a very big, ballsy move.
That's because think about it. We get carried away. The game was not even out yet. The game is still early release.
That's another thing, bro. I'm so tired of every game being an early release until now we like where the state is at. Let's fully release it. Suck a dick. The game is out. Like, come on.
So
man.
it's funny because I noticed today when I was on the Switch eShop or whatever the fuck it's called, Nintendo eShop. You guys know
sucks, by the way.
It's terrible. Paladins is on there coming out next Tuesday.
It is?
Yeah.
What is Paladins?
It's that Overwatch, that free-to-play Overwatch knockoff on PC.
I've never even heard of it.
No, really?
What?
Paladins?
Dude, go to Steam right now. Look up Paladins. It's a free-to-play Overwatch style character.
How have you not heard of it?
It's pretty much free-to-play Overwatch.
It's a massive ripoff of.
Like there's characters that are straight out of Overwatch.
Yeah.
The look, the power, everything.
Oh wow, this is amazing.
So I played it on a stream a year ago, maybe. I don't know, a long ass time ago. That game is coming out on Switch Tuesday, so that's funny.
Nice.
Because I know people on forums are always telling, we want Diablo on Switch, we want, Overwatch on Switch, we want Hearthstone on Switch, and then these guys that make Paladins like, hey, Blizzard hates you. How about that, Paladins?
Is it free to play?
On Switch, it is not free to play because it has the Switch tax.
Oh my god.
That's ridiculous.
Switch tax, baby.
Something coming out to
Nintendo tax.
To Switch that I don't know if anyone cares about, but Roller Coaster Tycoon they're releasing on
it's gonna be $60 because everything else on Switch
I
is.
swear to God, it was more than $15.
When did Roller Coaster Tycoon came out?
In the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it had to be like 2001, the latest, absolute latest. But listen, we're saying all this stuff that all games paying for it. PS4 just dropped Metal Slug in their store, and I'm like, damn, I might just get it. I love Metal Slug.
What is it? $8? How much is it?
20. It's
Ooh.
20.
Wait, is it for just one Metal Slug or is it for like a pack?
That's a good question.
Because if it's 20 for like Metal Slug 1, 2, 3, and X, I'm down. I love me some Metal Slug.
Roller Coaster Tycoon came out in 1999.
There you go.
That's only X.
Now I have to look up this Metal Slug shit. Oh, it's just Metal Slug X?
I want to say, yeah.
I don't know if I'd pay $20 for a single Metal Slug game.
So before, let's wrap up. Anybody else excited about anything E3?
Anything at E3?
Yeah.
I'm
Fallout
excited
76.
Oh yeah, I do. I hope they show some Fallout. That's a good point. I hope they show some
I think it's
Fallout.
gonna be multiplayer, bro. I think it's gonna be.
They said it's gonna be multiplayer.
Wait, they said it's multiplayer?
Not anyone
not
officially.
officially.
Not officially.
But like,
based on what I've
what
read.
were we talking about? Like co-op? Because that would be bananas. I would.
Yeah, like co-op survival base building.
Because there's
I don't know if I want fucking thirst meters in Fallout. Once you start arcing it, I'm out.
Yeah. I don't think they'll go that route.
I hope not because
But I think the whole co-op would it would be so much fun.
Yeah, I agree.
it's damn near confirmed for multiplayer though, because they have this huge mural in LA or wherever E3's taking place, and it's over 3 buildings, and it's basically 3 Vault Boys walking out of a vault, and it says "walking together into our future" or something like that. Which basically
That's basically like you're playing together.
Yeah, you're playing with people.
I mean, it doesn't have to be, but
It probably is.
It probably is, but I'm okay with it.
See, I don't need other people in Fallout, but
Your
as
tip, your
long
mic
as
is far now.
I agree.
Sorry. Is it better?
Yeah.
Oh, there. Yeah.
I
thought it was
moved
just me.
No, I moved it to sneeze, and I'm like, I don't want to sneeze, and then I went to shit. But if results in a better game and you don't need other people to play, then I don't care. As long as it's a better follow game. Because to me, 4 was a sandbox game. It wasn't a follow game. It's an excellent open world box fetch quest shooter game. But nothing about it was followed. Nothing at all. So if this results in an actual followed element game, then you know what? If y'all want to have your building and your co-op and all that, as long as I get a better follow game, I don't care. I'm all for a better follow game.
I have some major fears with that because those Gamebryo games, and Gamebryo is the engine they use for Skyrim and Fallout and all that stuff, and they've evolved it over the years, but it's always the same engine. Those Gamebryo games are buggy messes, and when you take buggy fucking messes and you introduce online, right? It's like a whole new level. Yeah, it's a whole new level of buggy bullshit, and those games. You know, they're buggy bullshit, even single player. And I can't imagine the shitstorm of fucking crazy bugs and floating shit and game crashes and people falling through the floor that's going to happen in an online version of Fallout.
It's going to happen. Like, I'm not even thinking it's going to be a completely amazing finished game. But...
Have I played PUBG? Not recently. Is it still a buggy mess?
Not as bad as Xbox One. Because I heard that game is literally unplayable, but it's pretty bad still.
I don't understand how they release a mobile port that's better than the original game.
Well, it's dumbed down though. That's why.
Bro, I was playing it today. It's really goddamn good. Runs pretty decent.
The mobile port.
That's where you hook it up. That's where you hook up a mouse and a keyboard to it, and you just smash those. Smash everybody who's actually playing on a computer.
I mean, I know how they. I don't. I guess there's a reason Fortnite's taking over the world because PUBG's a buggy fucking mess still.
Yep.
And Fortnite has, you know, we had this conversation. It's visually more appealing. It's third person, and you don't have to be. It's not intimidating the way a shooter like PUBG is for a new player.
I don't know, man. I think when I'm playing Fortnite and I see some guy build a goddamn skyscraper in 10 seconds, I'm way more scared than someone shooting at me in fucking PUBG.
Right, but my point is, guns in that game shoot straight. You know what I mean? You don't have to be great. If you're okay at shooting, you can get by in that game a lot better because of building than you could in PUBG, where there is recoil, crazy recoil, where there is bullet drop, all that, you know, quote unquote realistic shooter.
No, but crap. Since they did that gun overhaul a few months ago, like Fortnite has bullet drop and crazy shit now.
No. Only on like
the long range guns snipers. Only. Oh, it's only snipers.
So it's only the bolt action sniper, and
the one Joel hit that shot.
Yeah, that one and the semi. I think that's the only one that has bullet drop. Everything else is
lasers.
Okay, so it's weird. So they have an AR but with a scope.
Sure.
Which think about like a 4x scope.
Yeah.
Which is hit scan and there's no bullet drop.
Oh, so you're sniping people with that thing.
And it's not RNG, but almost every other weapon is RNG. Like it's
that one is not though.
It's not, but you could. So it's like weird. I don't know. Like your crosshair can be right on this guy, and then with any other gun, and it doesn't matter. Like you're up to the god, like to the gods of Fortnite. Like you hit the shot, maybe I don't know.
Well, they also constantly still messing. They still tweaking because apparently they just tweak shotguns. And shotgun, you're not, you know, pumping people anymore.
They didn't nerf shotguns, or did they take away double pumping, or what did they do?
I have a massive issue with Fortnite and shotgun. Like the people that are good at it are too good at it.
Bro, the people that when you watch these guys with shotgun, it is ruthless.
No. That's a whole nother level. I'm talking about the people that I find online.
Right.
Dude, it's annoying. Like, all right, I hit this guy a couple times. He has like maybe 20 health. I'm gonna go up and just hit him with a shotgun. Bro, I can't hit him for my life, and then he just one shot me in the head for 3,000 HP. It's like, all right, goddamn.
Well, yeah, that's what they just fixed, I believe, because I was watching Hamlin's play, and he was the shotgun god, and he's like, I just cannot kill people anymore.
Oh, so they kind of nerfed the aiming, maybe the auto lock or something.
I don't know what they did. Doesn't register as much, or doesn't do as much damage. Something about it is different because people are like, damn.
I was reading some shit that like if your camera's moving fast across the target, the way the thing calculates the hit, it's more forgiving if your camera's moving fast, which is why you see these guys not even aiming. They just kind of run the reticle across somebody and shoot. and the game gives them a break because of how the movement is, and maybe they fix that.
Make sense. That would make sense.
I don't know. Could be. It should. Cause
well, yeah. You never seen Ninja play, and he's not even fucking aiming. He just fucking flies the thing right by, takes a shot, flies it again, takes another shot.
Wrist flicking.
That's different.
I mean, I'm not trying to take away from Ninja. I'm not trying to take away from Ninja's skill. That guy's obviously very, very good. I'm just saying, like sometimes he shoots and it lands and kills the guy, and I'm like, oh, there's no way in the fucking half a frame that thing was on that guy's head that you actually hit that guy's head.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, he might be. He might be a Jedi and just see in slow motion. I don't know. you see in Ninja's head, it's all slow motion, like. He can pause
that's
life.
Not just Ninja. That's anybody.
Yeah, a lot of guys do fire the shotgun the same fucking way in Fortnite. I wish I was good at Fortnite because it's one of those games that I'm very entertained watching, and then I'm like, yeah, I should play a match, and then I play one, and I'm like, fuck this game.
Yeah, I definitely watched the TSM guys. I watched the TSM guys win the tourney last Friday. I just spent 8 hours watching. Can you tell I'm unemployed? 8 hours watching the Fortnite tournament, and it was amazing. But I don't have no desire to play the game because of the building. I'm like, I have.
I want to play. I just don't have the dedication. All right, so we're down to I just played Destiny. We're down to 4-minute mark. Real quick, I guess before we end this whole thing, if anybody's listening, I'm glad y'all are listening. But if anybody's not, fuck you guys. Anyway, NBA Finals. What's up? I got LeBron in 7.
I got LeBron. The Rockets. That's where I got LeBron. I got LeBron, the Rockets.
Yo, I didn't want to tell Eddie because, fuck Eddie. But I honestly thought, man, he might actually go to the 76ers because it's a good fit for him. And then their president of operations got quit yesterday or today or whatever, or got fired or got, told to quit. I don't know how that went down. And I'm like, there's no way he goes to that shithole now.
Well, here's another thing about that team that somebody, people were talking about on Twitter. Somebody brought up a good point. Most of that team, most of the team is under 23 years old.
As a young team, for sure.
And when you're a grown-ass man spending 12 hours a day with 23 and younger, that will wear on you in a different way. I'm not saying that's the reason he won't go. That's the kind of thing we don't think about while a player might, especially when a grown-ass man like LeBron.
I'm more thinking the guy who ran that organization just got fired for being a bitch to his players, and I can't imagine him going again in that mess. Now, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think he's just going to stay his ass in fucking Cleveland.
Or he'll go to the Rockets.
I don't see that.
Or he's going to go to Golden State and blow all our collective brains.
Now, if he goes to Golden State, I'm done with basketball because basketball is already broken. Golden State already has a goddamn cheat code on, so fuck Golden State. Well, fuck basketball right now.
I'm not mad at Golden State though.
I'm not. But they're definitely in cheat mode. They're in God mode right now. That shit's not cool.
I'm mad at KD more than anything.
I'm mad at the commissioner. The sport should be regulated better. If the same two teams go to the finals 4 years in a fucking row, something's wrong.
That's NBA in a nutshell, though. Every time, name a time period, there's always been two teams.
No, but there's always a good team, right? There's always a good team. This is 4 years, two teams against each other 4 years in a row.
Rockets got pushed. Rockets pushed them to Game 7, and Chris Paul wasn't playing. Theoretically, where Chris Paul.
I think they look better without Chris Paul.
That's a very.
I think Chris Paul. Getting hurt is why they went to Game 7.
We're talking about how there's nobody challenging these teams. So LeBron went to 7 and 3 out of 4 games series in the East, except for Raptors, because fuck the Raptors.
Yeah, even after the 7th game, did you really think LeBron was going to lose?
Dude, did you really think anyone was going to go to the finals besides those two teams?
No. But how do you want to, there's nothing wrong with it. They followed the rules.
I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. They did follow the rules. I didn't say there's anything wrong with it.
It's home ground. And then KD showed up.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it because they didn't break any rules. But if this is the NBA, then the product is broken. Come on.
Because the ratings are still better than ever.
See, and I don't follow that. If the ratings are better than ever, then good for them. I haven't watched very many games because
it's broken to you and me because we know our teams have no chance and our teams have Hassan Whiteside. Nobody wants to watch him play, but the ratings are better than ever. The league is popular. The league is popping. I mean, if we're going by conventional numbers and how they track that stuff, NBA's doing just fine. That's all I gotta say about that. I do want to see somebody else play. I don't think LeBron's gonna stay. Well,
the more I think about it, I think he's just gonna stay in Cleveland because at this point, there's no other direct line that's gonna put him on another super team. So
the Rockets,
bro, come on, like we've gone over this. Like that is a team of chokers. James Harden is a career choker that doesn't play defense. Chris Paul is the league's favorite fucking choker. He's not gonna go like. What are you going to go to the Rockets for? Just to not make it to the finals? Because you're still not beating Golden State.
Yeah, that's a little harsh.
But what is he going to do? He's going to stay with Clarkson?
Yeah, I think he's just going to retire. I think he's just going to retire home where that's home. Cleveland is still home, bro. I think he's just going to say, fuck it. I guess this is a career. I'll just play it out. And, if I'm lucky, I'll play one season with my son in a couple years.
He played the best player of all time, played 4 years in Miami, and won more rings in Miami than he did anywhere else. That's it.
So he's coming back to the Heat. I agree.
Heat is a shit show, bro. That team is so fucking bad.
Listen, Whiteside's gone.
Who's going to take him?
Yeah,
where's he going to?
Yeah, who's picking up that paycheck? Who's picking up that paycheck?
Dude,
maybe Milwaukee. If I had to guess, it would be Milwaukee.
There's a bunch of teams that need like a very dominant.
Is he very dominant? Because is he very dominant anymore? He had a good season, and then this season.
I never liked him.
I liked him. I was buying into it last season. I was into it. I was Team Whiteside. I was like, oh, this kid could be the future of the franchise. And then, I don't know. But I didn't watch a lot of Heat games this year, so I don't actually know his problems. So, there's that. Anyway.
He's terrible.
He doesn't.
Okay, there's that. We're out of time. Yeah, we are out of time. Let's cue the lemonade.
Before we wrap it up,
go.
Real quick, though. Let's all agree that baseball is terrible and it should be canceled.
Cancel baseball.
Take it in.
Yeah. Cancel baseball. Cancel baseball.
Piece of shit.
Cue the music.